So, shippers, guess you got what you wanted. Maybe not in the way you expected, but it happened. So, I'm Rohan Lawrence. Welcome back to another Star vs. the Forces of Evil vlogs, and we've got some things to talk about. So the episodes were Skooled and Booth Buddy, so let's just get right into this. I loved both these episodes. The shipper in me is like, Booth Buddies was clearly better, but from a storyline standpoint, Skooled was better. It was just like leaps and bounds better, in my personal opinion, because we just got to see more of METEORA learning about her past, which is a very tragic one. One thing that I'm glad Star vs. is doing is they're making interesting villains. And when you have, like, just look at the Marvel franchise. I recently saw Black Panther. It was amazing. And one of the reasons why it was amazing is because the hero and the villain, Killmonger, were both interesting. You could see both of their points. You can see what's amazing about characters, especially villains, like, they can say their point without sounding crazy. It's like Magneto and Professor X. Both sides are justified, but it's the way in which Magneto does things that make you disagree with him. But what he's saying isn't necessarily wrong. And while it's a bit different, I can relate to METEORA. Like, I can see why she is the way she is. She was someone who was supposed to have the throne of Muni. Was supposed to be royalty. More importantly, she was going to have parents that loved her. Like, despite what you want to say about, you know, Eclipsa, like, or her father, we don't know enough about her father, but there is no doubt in my mind Eclipsa would have been an awesome mom who would have loved her child. And to discover METEORA's past with her, that, you know, she was pretty much sent away with this robot mom who pretty much taught her to hide her quote-unquote flaws, like, was heartbreaking. Like, there's just a scene where, like, it's METEORA as a child. She's like, "Mommy, my cheeks are glowing." Then she was just like, "You know what would make them even better? If you hide them." She's like, "Oh, Mommy, I can hide them." And I'm just like, damn, I really felt bad for her, because it's just like, she didn't deserve that. She really, honest to God, didn't deserve that. Forced to hide her tail, forced to hide her cheek, like, forced to hide pretty much everything that made her unique. And, you know, I get that. Like, I think a lot of people who watch that can get that. I mean, like, at one point or another, they kind of felt like they kind of had to hide themselves and stuff like that. And again, this is coming from a villain. And that's what makes this scene even better. Because, you know, it's one thing where you can relate to a hero. Yeah, okay, like, heroes are essentially made to be relatable. Well, if they're good ones. Star Wars. I am throwing shade. But, like, it's even more awesome when you can relate to a villain. Where, you know, where you say, okay, her actions aren't great, but you could understand where she came from. That is just so rare, I feel like, in television, that it just needs to be applauded. So congrats on Darren and the crew for just really making an interesting, sympathetic, and yet badass villain. Because that's what you want to see. So yeah, pretty much Skooled was awesome. I skipped ahead a bit, but essentially METEORA comes back to St. Olga's and learns more about her past. I just explained and stuff like that. What I really liked about this episode, well, actually, specifically, what I really liked about how it was, you know, presented, everybody thought this was going to be a Ponyhead episode. Everybody was like, oh god, a Ponyhead episode? Like, the comments were just like, well, time to skip this one. And yet it is one of the most interesting episodes of the entire series. I love that fake out. I love how Disney does that. Because they did that before with the whole Jarko wins, and the clip that they showed ended up being the very same episode where they broke up. So Disney's really good at those fake outs, specifically probably Darren. She's a troll, and I respect that. But, like, man, I can't say enough good things about this episode. I mean, like, just really amazing. I just love it when people can do villains right. I love it when they can, like, make a villain that's, like, not just crazy. Like, if you look at some other examples, like maybe Azula from Avatar: The Last Airbender, Scoff J. Kimbley from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, like, they're, like, crazy, obviously, and off their rocker and evil, but, like, there's a reason for it. Like, it's not just random. Like, Azula was like that because of her upbringing. Scoff J. Kimbley was like that because, you know, he was, like, pretty much born in war, like, during the whole Ishvalan war count. Like, I love it when they can do that because it makes the villains more interesting to watch. It makes it so much better than just watching a generic good versus evil. it just makes it better. That's just my personal opinion. So some highlights. Well, now we know why Ponyhead looks like that in the Bam You Patty promos. Meteora broke off her horn, and I know I'm just kind of going around. I'm just focusing only on Meteora because honestly, she's becoming one of my favorite characters. But yeah, damn. Oh man, I just can't wait to see more of that. The episode pretty much ends with discovering that her assistant is robotic. She destroys him. Rastakor, that lizard thing, she kills him when he's like, I don't want any part of this anymore, essentially. And it ends with Meteora claiming that it's time for her to take back her throne, which I am super excited for because it is her throne. And oh god, if she's this powerful by herself, God, do not let her get that wand. She is going to wreck shop in that kingdom if she gets her hands on that wand. And God, if she can learn how to dip down, well, that's it. It's over. It's over. Because, like, based on how she was fighting, she's definitely using more of her, like, monster demon side. But if she actually starts tapping into her magic, whew, it is going to be a short night for that Muni Kingdom. So, yeah, Skooled. Can't really say any more good things about it. Alright, let's get on to the elephant in the room. Let's get on to Booth Buddies. Again, you got what you wanted, but what I liked about this, specifically from the fans, is that even though we saw Star and Marco finally kiss, some of them are like, yeah, this is great, but Star's dating somebody. And respect to those fans. Again, I'm not saying that if you just liked it, you're just like, oh my god, yes, screw Tom Starco. Like, if you want to be like that, that is fine. Enjoy yourselves. Lord knows people have been waiting since day one for this to happen. So you know what? Enjoy yourself. Mazel tov. Have a blast. But I do like that some people are just like, but she's with somebody. That's cheating. Like, point blank period. It's not right. And I really do like that some fans, you know, are just like, oh my god, poor Tom. Like, and I'm one of them, just like, throughout this entire season 3, he's made some mistakes. But, you know, I'm glad that they're not afraid to show, even though he's trying. Like, when you're trying something new for the first time, you're not going to get it right instantly. You're going to make a lot of mistakes, especially when you're trying something new for the first time. So, like, you know, even though he's messed up, he's giving a genuine effort. And, like, to see this happen to him, and he's just so oblivious as to what the heck is really going on, is just really heartbreaking. So, essentially, they start off at a wedding. Apparently, Rubariat and that other, I can't remember her name, get married. And I was just like, how? What? Maybe I should have seen this coming, but they were just so, like, not important characters that I was like, okay, I guess they got married then. Alright. So they're all at the wedding and stuff like that. Tom and Star together, they're just enjoying the scenery and stuff like that. And then Star spots the photo booth, and, you know, she's just like, we need to do the photo booth. And Tom is just like, okay, I'm gonna go get some pie. He's out. And so she bugs Marco to, like, take a picture with her. It looks like Marco and Kelly went together. I do like the relationship because it doesn't look like they're dating. It looks like they are, like, bros. And I like that. Call me crazy and old-fashioned, but I really like it when a girl and a boy can just be friends. And it makes sense that they just be, like, bros because they both just got out over, like, a serious breakup, or they've just been recently heartbroken. So I like that they're kind of comforting each other. And they have good chemistry. Personally, to me, like, they have good friend chemistry. Marco's just, so Star bothers Marco to, like, take photos at the photo booth, and Marco's just like, I gotta go home and feed nachos. And she's like, Kelly will do it. And Marco's just like, do not take her for a joyride, and Kelly's just like, I'm gonna take this dragon cycle for a joyride. I'm just like, well, have fun, Kelly. Star starts taking the photos with him, but not before, you know, robbing him of his $650. I'm just like, I just like to state that, Star, you're a princess. Shouldn't you be the one having the money? Just wondering. I know Marco's rich, but, like, come on. Marco was just having none of it. He just wanted to he didn't want any parts of the photo booth, and, like, I get that. He realizes that he has feelings for Star, and, like, the less he's around her, the better it is for him and his mental state. And, like, Star's just kind of like, oh, let's just keep going. And he's just like, you can just say he's getting clearly annoyed with it. They just start taking the photos, and Marco's not into it at all. And Star's like, what happened? You used to love the photo booth. And so in an attempt to just like kind of make peace, he imitates the same photos that they've done before, but Star's still like, these are fake photos, which she's not wrong. Like, he's clearly just, phoning it in and stuff like that. They take like a bazillion pictures and Star is still not satisfied until the booth actually locks them inside, and then we get a goblin, which I'm just gonna call Alex Hirsch because he actually voiced the goblin. So Alex the goblin comes out and is like, the photo booth is broken. I guess I gotta take it home with me now. And then like he literally in a Wizard of Oz style manner rides the photo booth to his shop, and Marco's just like freaking out, just like, can you just get us out of here? He wants none of this magical adventure. And Alex is basically just like, this is a magical photo booth. Like, it sees through essentially bullcrap. It's like, you have to be honest with yourselves when you're in that photo booth, otherwise it won't let you out. Which is what they've been told. So like, Star talks to him just like, okay, what's going on? You used to love this photo booth, like, and now I hear you don't want to go on magical adventures. And then Marco pretty much just bears his soul. He's just like, you know what? Things are different. These photos were fine before, but that was before I knew you had a crush on me. And like, I'm just like, wow, so we're finally getting to talk about this. Like, halfway through a season later, and we're finally addressing the issue. Good job, kids. And Star starts getting nervous, rightfully so, because again, it's the first time they're bringing this up. And Marco essentially tells Star just like, things are different now. She's like, how different? Like, well, they're different for me. Essentially telling Star that, yeah, I'm crushing on you too now. And then Star's like, oh. They both kind of realize that they got some things to work out. And, they are Star is happy that Marco told him and stuff like that. So at least now they're getting things out. And they both say that, we feel a little bit better actually discussing this now. In a unfortunate situation, they only have $1 left because Star spent all of it on trying to take photos and giving Alex a very generous tip. So they got one chance left to take the right photo, and Marco's like, all right, let's do it. Star's like, do you have anything else you need to tell me? He's like, no, let's just take the photo. And it happens. He kisses her, and the booth is pleased. And Star just comes out like, what the hell? And Marco's just like, it was the only thing I had to do to get us out of the magical photo booth. And Alex is just like, it's not magic. And he's like, what? Yeah, you guys look like you guys just quote-unquote needed a smooch, and so I locked you in there. And Marco's just like, what? So on the very awkward ride home, Star's like telling him, like, you're my squire. I have a boyfriend, trying to, remind her of all these things. It's not gonna help. Marco is completely mortified because he genuinely thought that was the only way to free them. And, Star, again, thanks him for being honest, even though it was too honest. And, of course, in just awkward fashion, she's like, well, at least it can't get any more awkward. It bumps in, the booth shakes up and down, and they're, like, kind of holding each other. And they're just like, no, we're done. No more photo booth forever. So, Marco goes back to Kelly, gives her a ride on nachos, and he's just like, well, see you later, Star. And Tom comes back completely oblivious, but hey, at least he got that pie. Again, poor Tom. So the episode ends with the damn blood moon, which is just messing up their lives, honestly. And Star taking the photos of them kissing, which I know she's not going to destroy. She really should, though. What can I like about this episode? Outside the whole kiss and stuff like that. Because obviously the shipper in me is like, yeah, but then like the other half of me is just like, wow. I will say this though. I got a very genuine, real feeling, especially for Marco. He's my favorite character. And like, I've said it before, I really don't like how people have been crapping on Marco this season. Saying that he's a jerk or this is what he gets for breaking Star's heart. Which again, what show are you guys watching? Like, I really genuinely want to know what show these guys are watching when people say Marco's a jerk or he's had so many chances with Star or, he broke up with Jackie. I'm just like, oh my goodness. Like, if you don't like a character, that's fine. But, like, at least call it as it's being seen. And so a lot of people, I'm like just reading the comments, I still got the clip up right now. A lot of comments have turned in favor of Marco. They're just like, he genuinely tried to get out of the photo booth. He wasn't feeling it. Star kind of forced the issue. I don't want to like have a tennis match of who to throw blame on, but like, Marco clearly did not want anything to do with that photo booth, and like Star should just kind of like respected that. Just like, okay, like we'll do it in some other time, but I mean, poor Marco. He bears his soul, and this is what happens. So both of these episodes are really good. I can't wait for the next one, specifically the next episode entitled Tough Love, because it looks like Eclipsa is going to reunite with her daughter for the first time ever, and we will see where that goes. I cannot wait, because again, Meteora has become my favorite, well, not counting Marco, my favorite character right now. I'm just loving her. And her new design, oh, freaking badass. My god. Star may wear like a horn headband, but like she's got horns for real. She's about that life. I am so excited. Yeah, that was the vlog for today, guys, and thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you at the next one. Peace.